Hell of a view from here.
Oh, well, why didn't you say so? Knew this woman who worked graveyard shift for Hope Tech, the shipbuilder? Said they're serious taskmasters. Guess you don't get that successful by being inefficient.
Units green, ready to land.
I'm listening. I'm right behind you.
Switching me out for the big boss, huh? I see how it is.
Well, of course. How else do you expect anything to be done correctly? Going to be visiting the Astral Lab. I mean, that's a given, right?
Hi. Please disregard. I attempted an informal greeting, but I am dissatisfied with the results. Captain, hello. I am satisfied to see that if you feel it is I am powered by wheels and cogs. They are responsible for any ticking that emanates from me. Constellation recovered me from an abandoned lunar robotics factory on Earth's moon, where I was manufactured. I am told I was in quite a state of disrepair. Barrett elected to refurbish me after the discovery. Since then, I have been reprogrammed to be useful to Constellation. That is correct. I am a first-generation Model A robot. As such, I was manufactured on Earth's moon. Modern lunar robotics products are manufactured elsewhere. Constellation named me after the Portuguese explorer Vasco da Gama, who resided on Earth in the 15th century AD. He explored his home planet by way of its seas. Barrett tells me he was quite an accomplished explorer. I am inclined to believe it, as that is a compliment Barrett normally reserves for himself. Some data from my time on Earth's moon remains deep in my motherboard, but I do not frequently access it. Very little of what is in those files would prove useful to modern spacefarers. Constellation is an exceptionally driven and intelligent group of humans. I would expect nothing less of them. My programming dictates that I must answer any question. Constellation has seen to it that I possess a near-encyclopedic knowledge of human history, art, culture, and science. May I answer a question for you? Logically, I believe the correct answer to be the airplane, followed shortly by the computer. Humans could not have become a spacefaring species without them. Illogically speaking, I am inclined to believe that books were your greatest invention. I have spent a good deal of time processing works of science fiction. They make good case studies in how your species could have made a mess of its entry into the stars in different ways than you did in reality. I am looking at one. I hope that was a suitable response. Constellation did not equip me with a sense of humor. I have done my best to mimic Barrett's. This is a difficult question to parse. I do not experience enjoyment. However, I find that the music of ancient Japan has a pleasantly mathematical sound. The same is true of the works of European composers from the Baroque period. I have dedicated significant time to processing these compositions and understanding their structure. I have been programmed to comprehend all modern and ancient human languages. The only exception is body language. My body is crafted from reinforced metal. and therefore incompatible with such forms of expression. Return soon.
See that shroud covering Neon? Believe it or not, you're looking at the only city in the settled systems that powers itself from... Looks like some sort of checkpoint ahead. It's probably designed to suck the credit. See that shroud covering Neon? Believe it or not, you're looking at the only city in the settled systems that powers itself from lightning.
Security's got its eyes on Saburo Akadibo. That guy's trouble for the status quo, if you know what I mean.
About? Cut the act. Sniffers picked up the Aurora you're carrying the second you step through.
All right, get up slowly and turn around. Try to run, and we open fire. So, what was the plan, Misha? Smuggle the Aurora into Aquila City or New Atlantis?
No, I just forgot I was carrying it, is all. Honest mistake, right?
Can't we just settle this right here? I can pay the usual.
We don't make the rules. That's Administrator Bayo's job. Now, shut up and start walking.
Move it! Let's go!
People joke, say those Varun zealots worship a snake. But let me tell you, it ain't a snake. It's some kind of celestial being. They call it the Great Serpent. Is it real? Hell if I know. But they think it is, and that makes them dangerous.
New around here? Make certain that you familiarize yourself with our rules and regulations regarding the transport of Aurora. After all, you don't want to end up like Nishar, do you? Well, things change, and you appear to have been off-world for a while, so let me refresh your memory. First and foremost, the interplanetary transport of Aurora is strictly forbidden. Anyone caught transporting the substance through this checkpoint will be arrested, fined, and jailed, if necessary. Yes, we can, and we will. If you don't like it, you're free to return to your ship and leave Neon. The other regulation you should be aware of is that Aurora is only available for purchase in the Astral Lounge. Buying it from any other business or a street dealer is illegal. You will be arrested, fined, and jailed for participating in such a transaction. You can find it inside the trade tower. Take the elevators up to the terminal building and head across Bayou Plaza. You can't miss it. If they do, Neon Security will handle it. For your own safety, I urge you to avoid those locations entirely. All right then, that's it. If you have any additional questions, let me know. Otherwise, keep your nose clean and move along. Volii Alpha has a unique agreement with the Freestar Collective. We allow their ships to patrol the spaceways, and Neon Security maintains the peace within Neon itself. The only exception is the Freestar Ranger outpost located in the city, but Ranger Price fully cooperates with our department. Aurora is the #1 product produced by Xenofresh Fisheries, the company that originally founded what is now called Neon. Clinical studies sponsored by Xenofresh have proven that using Aurora has no long-term negative health effects, and so it was approved for public use. And before you ask, yes, this was also approved by the Freestar Collective, as long as Aurora stays within the city limits. Lousy? The hell are you talking about? Outside of work in the Astral Lounge, this is one of the most secure jobs you can get. Do you have any idea how many people get turned away from Neon Security? How about half the damn platform? No, I'm one of the lucky ones. Spend some time in Epside and you'll see what I mean. Worst part of Neon. Basically, it's the outer perimeter of the entire platform. We're talking poverty, drug dealers, lowlives, gangs. It's not worth a visit. If you want to enjoy your visit, stick to the safer parts of town. Move along.
Credit goes to the hard-working men and women that keep the line pushing ships hour after hour in that market. A mere 2 years ago,
Hello.
fighting failed in a massive recall. The embattled Star Yard was on the verge of ruin. Now, OPEC looks in position to take you the
Well, with all signs pointing to the Astral Lounge, I suppose we should pay it a visit, purely for exploratory purposes.
Step through the door of Seahart's Outfitters, and you'll enter a world unlike any other.
You wanna head to Euphorica after work tonight?
Nah, I'm feeling a little burnt out. I think I need a break.
How about hitting up the rooftops? Watching lightning hit the sky.
Come on in, please. Have a good look
Actually, sounds like
around.
a good idea.
Welcome to Sickhart's Outfitters. Everything you need to explore the settled systems. If I don't have it, you don't need it. An artifact? Are you making this up? Well, Like I said, if I don't have it, you don't need it. But I have a lot of other things you need. I've spent years perfecting my business by polling customers, measuring sales, and carefully adjusting my inventory to cater to just about everyone. So take your time, look around, ask me questions. You won't be disappointed. Thank you for noticing. I have a lot of overhead in this place, and just between you and me, I am up to my eyeballs in debt. This is a prime spot, right next to the spaceport terminal, but the bills and the rent here are astronomical. Oh, yes, absolutely. It can be off-putting, I know. I picked up the habit from my mother. She was an extraordinary woman, made friends instantly wherever she traveled. Wise as well. If she was still alive, she would have told me to move my shop and cease paying these exorbitant fees. You'd think that, right? Unfortunately, I'm barely scraping by. Anyway, I don't want to bore you with the details of my business all day. You're here to shop. So why don't you help out a poor shopkeeper like myself and buy something? I've been at this location for the last 8 years, but I've had a business in Neon for almost 20. As soon as Ryujin broke ground on the tower, I knew the city would start swarming with people, so I went all in. I love this business. It's my life. I can't imagine doing anything else. My dear mother would have said the same thing. The fees here are quite expensive, and I'm barely making ends meet. But I've always been quite stubborn. It has not always been easy, but I've been at this location for 8 years, and I won't give up. My business is my pride and joy. You won't find another store like mine on Neon, so please support my business with your patronage. You won't be disappointed. You won't find a better selection anywhere else.
When you have a moment, I'd like to speak to you.
It'll be nice to get away from the clubs.
Thanks for taking the time to talk. I wanted to ask you about the artifact you found on Vectera. When you pulled it from the rock, held it in your hands for the first time, how did you feel? No, I don't think you understand. I know about the visions, the light, and the music. How did you feel inside? What were your thoughts? Oh my goodness. That must have been terrifying. When it comes to the artifacts, it never ceases to amaze me how the science, well, simply fails. If there is, the artifacts are doing a heck of a job hiding it. The artifacts are so different, so alien, and I'm certain one of them reached out and spoke to you. Quite the mystery. Well, judging from the fact that both you and Barrett claim to have heard music, I've made the leap that the artifact was reaching out. Music composition might not consist of words and sentences, but I'll be damned if that isn't an attempt at language. Agreed. Unfortunately, there's no way that I know of to reply. And believe me, I've been trying to gather data on the damn things for years. Oh, no, not at all. There's so much going on there, I can't afford to divert all of our resources. But I have classified the artifacts as a priority project. Not much, I'm afraid. All I have to show for my efforts are eyewitness accounts, scores of inconclusive metallurgical test results, and wild theories. Does that really surprise you? A universal mystery left unsolved for God knows how long? Oh, I've been dreaming about solving this puzzle from the beginning. I knew I picked the right person for the job. Look, I wanted to thank you for taking the time to talk, and for keeping an open mind. And I also wanted to say, well, I'm pleased we're on this journey together. It's the best decision I've made in quite a long time. What can I help you with? Feel free to drop some stuff into my bag. Want to see what I'm... Bye-bye. Can I help? I'll only carry the good stuff. Just kidding. Bye. Yes? If you have any gear, you will... Until later. You've got something for me? Glad to haul whatever you need. Bye for now. Bring me anything useful? Okay.
Welcome to Sick Heart's Outfitters.
A quiet evening should do me something.
Hey there, explorers. Ready to make your ultimate discovery here at Starfield? Step through the door unlocking hard numbers. Each of our unique starship models expertly crafted by the Settled System's best engineers.
Kind of in the middle of something here.
Why did you drag me in here?
You said you wanted to buy something nice for your girlfriend, so here we are.
Do you think I've suddenly inherited a fortune? This place is way out of my price range.
Hey, you're the one that told me she has expensive tastes.
There's expensive, and then there's the Emporium. This place is in a class all by itself.
Yeah, I guess. Take a look around. If you find something, I'll help
good?
you out, okay? Something you need?
I hope I find a gift that I can afford.
What's up?
All of our items are guaranteed to be of the highest quality. Are you sure you're in the right place? You certainly don't look like one of our usual clientele. I cater to the high-end client. Affluent, intelligent, and successful. In Neon, that would be what we call the upper 10%. I take it from your tone I've made an error in judgment. Please forgive my disrespect. We have quite a few, shall we say, thugs that find their way into my establishment and create a disturbance. In fact, there's a particular Seoka member who calls himself Headlock, who repeatedly torments me by damaging my goods. The Seoka Syndicate, of course. I'm surprised you haven't run into any of them. They're a group of organized criminals who use threats and violence to push their own agenda. And honest people like me tend to suffer the consequences. They're based out of Neon, but no one is certain who runs the syndicate. Could be anyone. Ah, yes, the authorities. Neon security. Corrupt, bumbling idiots who couldn't solve a crime if it occurred right in front of their faces.
Sadly, I think he's right. Neon security isn't going to do anything about the problem.
Anyway, I've already taken up too much of your valuable time. Was there anything else I could help you with? Oh, I carry all sorts of unique items from across the settled systems. Luxury products for the discerning buyer. I'm not one to boast, but my shop won me my position as Administrator Bayou's personal decorator. His penthouse is my pièce de résistance. Before I forget, I also pay top credits to travelers that bring me unique baubles and trinkets, so keep your eyes open as you explore the spaceways. Oh my goodness, that's such a relief. You have no idea. Thank you for accepting my offer. Headlock's quite a dangerous gentleman. I believe you can find him hanging out somewhere in Epside near Frankie's Grab and Go. No one knows. Seoka are sleek, well-dressed mobsters. They aren't low-life gang members. Why they choose to hang out at a run-down little convenience store like that is beyond me. You say that, but Seoka aren't exactly pushovers when it comes to this sort of thing, so you better watch your ass. Anyway, that's really all I know. Head back here when you've taken care of the situation. Good luck. I'm sure you'll find the perfect gift. Please visit us again if you're in the market for luxury items.
Look, man, have a heart. I can't pay right now, but I'll spot you next time, okay?
Do I look like an idiot? Tell me, do I have a sign that says idiot taped to my back?
No?
I know what you've been wasting your money on. Damn junkies. You pay the posted price, or you don't get anything at all. I'm running a business here. I don't give handouts.
Okay, okay. Jeez, sorry. Hey there.
Yeah, Frank Rennick's all in a twist because his robot got vandalized. We had a good laugh about it back at the station. Everything good? Nothing to report? Nope. Nothing. Pretty slow day so far. Hopefully we'll see some action soon. Huh.
Welcome, off-worlder, to the Hotel Volai, your home away from home here on Neon. Our beds are comfortable and affordable, and with a crime rating of only 16%, your safety is almost guaranteed. So go out, have your fun, live your best life. We'll be here when you're ready.
Are you here to book a room?
Hotel Volai. Sleep.
Welcome to the Hotel Volai. Are you here to rent a room? I think you'll be pleasantly surprised that our luxury accommodations are more than reasonably priced. Nope, no catch. My hotel is completely free from administrative influence, so you can rest assured that you'll be actually getting the best value for your credits. No miracle, just some good old-fashioned ingenuity. But that's a story for another time. So, can I book you a room for the night? Maybe after you've rented a room for a few nights, I might let you in on my secret. For now, it'll just have to remain a mystery. Sorry. I just need some time to see if I can trust you. I'm sure you understand. To tell you the truth, not really. And that's one of the consequences with the arrangement between Administrator Bayou and myself. He won't hassle me, but there's nothing I can do about my guests being hassled. The last tenant I had was arrested for spitting on the street. As you can imagine, business is not exactly booming. Luckily, I have more than enough capital to cover my expenses, but it still sucks. Yep. I've got an open room for you. Just one night or an extended stay. That's great. I know you'll enjoy your stay here.
Your home away from home here on Neon. Our beds are comfortable and affordable, and with a crime rating of only 16%, your safety is almost guaranteed. So go out, have your fun, live your best. to the Hotel Volai, your home away from home, here on... Neon. Our beds are comfortable and affordable, and with a crime rating of only 16%.
You built that from scratch? Wow, I'm impressed. Get up and get going. We've got the stars to explore.
They do say the hardest part is showing up. And I've done that. Jeez, I don't know if I can do this. Maybe I should just go back to my room. You might say I'm having trouble enjoying the local customs. And what's the point of coming here if I'm gonna stay cooped up in my hotel? Believe it or not, I'm actually here for my bachelor party. My fiance wants me to be more adventurous, so I thought, what better place than Neon? But I thought the adventure would just happen by default. I didn't think I'd have to manufacture it on my own. I've been asking my therapist the same question for years, but he hasn't given me an answer I like yet. Oh, it's just the offhand comment here and there, how I never take risks or don't like adventure. She hasn't said I'm boring, and I don't think I am, but looking at my past, I can't exactly prove that. This is my way of finding out. True, the city is known for Aurora, so I figured I should try that. But I talked with Dr. Manning about how it works, and now I'm skeptical. No, wait, not skeptical? Terrified. Oh, you may have a point. Bullets might be fatal, but at least they aren't addictive. Although, do the Epsite gangs have good health coverage? I feel like that might be a deal breaker. No, this is exactly what my fiance was talking about. I hesitate too much. But I also don't want to dive right in. I think I want to start with something less damaging to my central nervous system. Supposedly, Madame Sauvage sells a drink called Velocity that's almost like a drug. There's also some local swill people swear by called Blend over at Legrand's Liquors. What do you think? Are you trying to get me killed? That seems like a really bad idea. I'm trying to ease into this. Good idea. That's what I need to do. Go full speed ahead. I'll try velocity first. But not right away. I need to prepare myself for the ritual. But hey, next time you come back to Neon, do me a favor and check in on me. Make sure I'm not dead.
Your safety is almost guaranteed. So go out, have your fun, live your best life. We'll be here when you're ready. The Hotel Wolai. Sleep with us.
For rent. It's tight, but it's home. I have some sleep crate units available for rent, but someone like you, trust me, you can do better. That they do. It's the families that really get me. And when those families can no longer even afford a sleep crate, well, that's just my favorite part of the job. If you're struggling, sleep crates are the budget accommodation choice of Neon. It's tight, it's got a smell that's an acquired taste. If you're in the market for a sleep crate, they sadly sell themselves because they're very, very cheap. Good for you. You can at least get some privacy that way. No weird stains, save the ones you spill. And it just so happens we have a deluxe shipping crate that recently came on the market. Built for cargo, redesigned for people. Just the thing for a minimalist like yourself. It's an artist's way of saying less is more. Minimalism is about shedding life's excesses. One night in a sleep crate and your desires, comfort, and hygiene will molt away. All right, here's your key. Your sleep crate is Unit A-003. Enjoy your new, home. I got loads of crates for rent. For next time.
I heard there's shortages over at Reliant Medical. Not great. Doc Manning better get his act together before the place shuts down.
Everyone knows this is Neon's premier social club. So come on in.
Look, I ain't gonna stand around here all day, right? You want the stuff or not?
I'm still interested, but you're asking almost double the going rate.
What? You think this stuff falls from the sky?
Look, I've bought Aurora on the street before, and I've never paid this much.
Still cheaper than buying it at the Astra Lounge. Now, this is the last time I'm gonna ask. Then I'm walking away. Do you want this stuff or not?
Fine, fine. I'll transfer the credits and you can leave it in the usual place.
I don't know what you think you heard, but maybe you should get your hearing checked.
I wasn't doing anything.
Hey, I'm busy. You want the good stuff? Try somewhere else.
Yeah.
Hey, any vacancies on your crew? I'm a propulsion specialist, so I can help you squeeze a bit more juice out of your ship's engines. No more than the average crew person's salary. Now, why is that? In my experience, the right offer is always worth waiting for. The best crew doesn't come cheap. I'd like to think so. Hold on. I never said that was my final offer. You drive a hard bargain, but I'm on board.
Astra Lounge, Euphorica, blah blah blah. This place is where it's at.
Got a second to chat? I'm in the market for a job that'll get me out of Neon. If you need some muscle on your crew, I might be your girl. Man, am I glad to hear that. Thank you so much. So, before we finalize anything, I should probably tell you that I'm a member of the Disciples. If that changes your mind, I get it. Not everybody likes associating with gangs. Oh. Okay. Glad to hear it. Thanks. I'm glad I got that off my chest. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to discuss my salary. Loyal service doesn't come free. Not when I have debts to pay off. I'll accept your standard going rate, not a credit less. Okay, as long as you aren't trying to screw me. I'm glad you understand the position I'm in here. You do that. Don't think I'm desperate or anything, but you do have a point. Okay, fine, I'll take it. Something's better than nothing. Damn, I really thought that was my shot.
Howdy.
You didn't see anything. Catch my drift?
Hey, get away from me.
place is like my second home.
Believe you just stole that. I'm going to pretend you didn't just steal that.
What you doing? Nice try.
Nothing like a velocity after a rough shift at Xeno. Makes you forget how bad you stink.
Feeling so good right now. Unbelievably good. Hey, velocity is pretty great. Do you think you can do me a favor and grab me a red? I want to try every color in the set. Well, okay, I'm not going to drink the whole bottle, just a handful of sips. I think altogether I'm aiming for 3. But I'm a lightweight, so for me that's basically a full bender. You, sir, are a scholar and a gentleman. Thank you. My friend wasn't kidding. It comes on you real fast. I was not expecting that rush. But this is a good warm-up act. If I'm not dead in 12 hours, I'll be ready for the main event. I was at the bar trying to muster up the nerve to order a drink, but I was paralyzed by the choices. I was just about to give up and turn around when my friend here slid up to the stool next to me and ordered 2 velocities. One for him and one for me. And from there, an unlikely friendship was born. I think so. The march to war is upon us. The klaxons are sounding, the banners are waving, and we'll be storming the gates of the Astral Lounge any day now! But first, another velocity. We're gonna need to eradicate a few more brain cells before I'm convinced this is a good idea. I'll be seeing you.
They don't have places like this in Akita, that's for sure.
I'm gonna take our boy to the Astral Lounge tomorrow night. I just have a thing for lost causes, and Miguel is for sure one of those. Fashion-wise, he's like if smooth jazz made love to a sweater vest. As Neon's self-appointed magistrate of style, I felt like I had a duty to scoop this man up and unearth his inner swag. I'm a free spirit, yo. A wanderer. I go wherever the wave takes me. But if there's 2 places I vibe with most, it's the bars and the market. Aurora's my mistress, but fashion's my heart, so I'm always checking in on the latest trends. When I was a kid, my parents used to dress me in these old man sweatsuits because it was all we could afford. But even then, my sense of style was always there, deep in the marrow. It got so bad I started cutting up my clothes to make my own. When I finally could afford some new threads, it was like meeting my soulmate in person after a decade of loving her from afar. Think so? I know people say the trends here are manufactured. Just more megacorp technorati bullshit putting commercials in the sky. But the corps can put up 1,000 billboards and they still won't define what lights up the street. We do. Diosdado's my dad's name, and his dad before him. I used to go by Trey, but when the old man passed, I decided to do him a solid and wear the name without the neck. Even back on Sol, my ancestors were island people. And Volii Alpha being an ocean world, I feel their spirits with me. Zona.
I'm zoned out of my mind right now.
looking at? This? This is Ebside Striker's turf.
Only the upstairs. Don't bother my customers.
Fine, upstairs. That's gang territory, got it? Yeah, back in the day, you would never. Ugh. Yeah, you used to be people were afraid of the Strikers. We had a name, got it? Now the Disciples got us penned up in this lousy bar.
Andrea!
Fine, fine, fine. This beautiful establishment. Do you have anything else, or are we done with this? Whatever this is. We were one of the big dogs. We could take what we wanted and no one gave us shit. And Briggs? Total class act. Not a psycho like the Disciples. Now look at us. I mean, the Strikers will rob you blind, and if you back us in a corner, you're gonna bleed. But the Disciples? Pfft, total nutjob animals. They torture people for kicks. And the only people that kept them from getting out of control? Us. And now we're all but ruined. So you stroll in here and want to meet with Briggs? The nerve. Maybe you should meet with the business end of my shiv, huh, tourist?
No blood in my shop, Andrea. I'm this close to tossing the lot of you out on the street.
Fine, fine already. You're lucky. Only way you see Briggs is if you, want to join the Ebside Strikers. Oh, nothing. Joining us now is great. People are banging down our door to go down with this ship. Huh! Well, ain't you gung-ho? This ought to be good. Sure, let's go meet the boss.
New customer. Bienvenue. Before you order, I have two simple rules you need to know. Oh, this is my place. That means everyone in here is under my protection. You don't mess with them, they don't mess with you. Deux. If you're buying drinks, you better have cash. Madame Sauvage does not offer credit. Good? Ça c'est bon? Oh, well then, I'm honored to be your first, mon trésor.
That would make me your second, Madame Sauvage. I've never been quoted the rules at a bar either.
So, what can Madame Sauvage get you? Have you come to try velocity, perhaps? Or do you prefer something with a little less kick?
Shouldn't be doing that anyhow.
It's nothing less than heaven in a glass. As though the universe itself was resting her lips on yours. My own personal creation. Do you want information? Go read a book. You want a drink? Talk to Madame Sauvage. That's how things work in my place. Of course, of course. Anything for my special new customer. You got a look of neon on you. I can tell. But don't let the other rats hear you complain about your lot in life. Likely you'll get a bitter shiv in the belly for that. Precious few manage to escape. Either you're lucky as hell, or there's something special about you. Neon tries its hardest to beat ambition out of us. But not you. You do things to survive in the gutter. Every now and then, the good bits. A shared meal, a kind gesture. But most of what you do to survive, well, there's a reason why liquor flows like water on this reef. Au revoir.
Yeah? Have something for me? Goodbye.
The strikers are upstairs, so we better be on our best behavior.
I wasn't doing anything.
James Newell better watch his back. He's causing problems. No percentage in causing problems in Neon.
Huh? What do you want?
Can't talk right now, sorry.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Bad part of town, buddy. I'm gonna do you a favor. Head back to Bayou Plaza before the disciples get you. Hey, it's your ass, not mine on the line. Whole area's gone to hell. Us crate rats used to think the Ebbside strikers were awful, with all the muggings and shakedowns, but now that they're on the ropes, kinda wish they weren't just holed up in Madame Sauvage's. Streets are getting bad. Real bad. Well, you find them at Madame Sauvage's. They're always holding auditions, as they call it. Looking for new blood. So, for being so helpful, chance for a donation. Come on, might be saving my life.
Can't talk right now, sorry.
What with the disciples and all. Have a heart. Hey, thanks. Look, I mean it. Go back to the plaza. Ain't nothing but shit and misery over here.
Be careful around here. Not everyone that stays in our sleep crates are reputable.
Nice meeting you.
didn't hear it from me, but Supervisor Gorov's got her own Aurora deals going on.
That really needs another big success to pull itself out of its slump.
Oh, it smells horrible down here. Oh, how can these workers stand the smell of rotten fish and goodness knows what else?
Too bad I can't squeeze any Aurora from these fish. Yeah, I know this place stinks, but it's a living.
Sounds like a bad idea to me.
Hi.
Hey! Be careful around here. Hello there.
You lost?
How are you?
Hey.
Everything good?
Some advice? Don't eat the troll.
How are you?
Kinda in the middle of something here?
Sorry, can't talk.
If I have to eat fish for dinner one more time.
Not sure how much longer I can survive doing this lousy job.
Kind of busy right now. Nope, no way.
Okay, let's settle this once and for all. Velocity or Chimera?
You kidding? Chimera, all day.
Those chimeras really pack a punch.
I don't know. Chimera's nice, but velocity, that will get you hammered.
See, you just proved my point. Down your third velocity, and you're out cold. By the third Chimera, you're floating on frickin' Cloud 9. I don't know about you, but that's where I'd rather be.
Yeah,
Here
I
for a
guess you're
drink?
right.
A
Where the hell
chimera,
did Micah
perhaps?
learn to mix a drink like that?
Welcome. Please, make yourself comfortable. I can offer you a drink, or perhaps you're here seeking access to our members' lounge, where you can enjoy your Aurora experience in peace. Sorry, no. Aurora sales are only permitted through the Astral Lounge. We simply provide a safe haven for you to enjoy it in peace. If you desire access to the lounge, you can purchase admittance for a completely reasonable fee. Otherwise, you're welcome to relax, listen to our music, and perhaps enjoy a chimera. It's a specialty alcoholic beverage only served here at Euphorica. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. Not only will you be able to experience one of the most exclusive Aurora lounges in Neon, you also have access to our private bar. The bartender down there is a personal friend of mine, and he sells some rather unique items. A wise choice. Here's your access key. Please let us know if anything in the lounge interferes with your comfort. If you need anything else, please don't hesitate to ask. We have one of the best alcohol selections in town. Enjoy your stay.
Thanks, Micah.
Hello. Do you have room for one more on your crew? I think you'll agree my rate is fair. Why is that? I hear ya. That's true. In my experience, the right offer is always worth waiting for. Come on, any cheaper and we're bordering on charity. Your loss.
If you require any Aurora to enhance your experience, you let me know. Hello there. On behalf of Euphorica, I welcome you to our members' lounge. I'll be happy to provide whatever you need from our private bar to enhance your experience. Can I get you anything? Some Aurora, perhaps?
Wish I could, but I can't swing that right now.
Understandable.
Yes. Well, due to the extreme exclusivity of the members' lounge, we like to keep the fact that we offer Aurora confidential. You can rest assured that purchasing Aurora from this establishment is not only safe, it's completely legal. Excellent. We have plenty for purchase. We also offer an assortment of beverages, so feel free to browse our selection anytime. Begging your pardon, I find that fraternizing with the customers can lead to problems. I prefer my private life remain my own. No offense intended. Thank you. But of course, take your time. You're welcome to sit back, relax, and enjoy your time.
You good? Love the vibe of this place.
Care for another Chimera?
Sure. Thanks, Micah. I keep them coming. It's been a rough day.
If you're in...
I'm looking for work. You hiring?
Perhaps I could interest you in a visit.
Trust me, you'd be getting a bargain. Why is that?
Understandable. In the meantime...
Don't think I'm desperate or anything, but... You do have a point. I'll do it, but only because I really need the money.
I'll have that ready for you shortly.
Thanks, Micah.
Excuse me? Okay, hello.
Care for another Chimera?
Sure. coming. It's been a rough day.
Pardon?
If you're in need of some extra relaxation today, perhaps I could interest you in a visit to the members' lounge.
Wish I could. I can't swing that right now.
Understandable. In the meantime, please let me know if there's anything else you need.
Yes? What? Yes? What?
I'll get the Chimera, thanks. Of course. Please enjoy.
Thanks, Micah.
I'll take a Chimera. Thanks.
Of course. Please enjoy.
Thanks, Micah.
Care for another Chimera?
Sure. Thanks, Micah. Keep 'em coming. It's been a rough day.
If you're in need of some extra relaxation today, perhaps I could interest you in a visit to the members' lounge.
Wish I could, but I can't swing that right now.
Understandable. In the meantime, please let me know if there's anything else you need.
I'll take a Chimera. Thanks.
I'll have that ready for you shortly.
Thanks, Micah.
Pardon? Howdy. Yes?
Care for another Chimera?
Sure. Thanks, Micah. Keep 'em coming. It's been a rough day.
If you're in need of some extra relaxation today, perhaps I could interest you in a visit to the members' lounge.
Wish I could, but I can't swing that right now.
Understandable. In the meantime, please let me know if there's anything else you need.
Hi.
When you have a few moments, there's something I'd like to discuss. Remember our last conversation, when you told me the artifacts made you feel like you were being pulled across the entire galaxy? Well, it got me thinking. So I dove into our archives and started looking through Constellation's older journal entries. Just because I wasn't familiar with the experience you described, doesn't mean the same might have been true for my predecessor. Really? I'm surprised that I haven't. After reading those journals, all of the pleasant memories of my time spent with Aja just started flooding back. Aja Mamasa. She was the youngest member of Constellation when it was founded. Only took her 15 years to reach chair. Sorry, I sometimes get so caught up in my own bubble, I forget that I wasn't the first. Oh yes, absolutely. I didn't mean to compare. Those were just... oh, I don't know. Different times. Aja was the one that taught me the ropes at Constellation and took me under her wing as her protege. Hey, so I pinched a few ideas from my old boss. Can you blame me? At any rate, we logged quite a few discoveries together, but it was the actual journey that I cherished the most. We catalogued unusual stellar phenomena, a few habitable worlds, and some unique life forms, but nothing SSNN would bother to report. Exactly. For me, it was all about the quieter moments. There was nothing quite like sitting back and watching space bend, while listening to Aja spin vivid stories to fill the time. Oh, I find that sort of cozy isolation the best way to really get to know someone. Yeah, you know, being alone in interstellar space, nothing but light years of black around you. Some people find that terrifying. I find it comfortable. It helps me bond with my shipmates. At this point, I'd say you've graduated from protege and moved up the ladder. A bit. You know, all this talk about Aja reminds me that my time with her was a gift. I miss her dearly. No, she retired. Living on Porima 2 now, I think. Come to think of it, if we're ever out that far, perhaps we could pay her a visit, and I could make proper introductions. Oh, don't worry. There's no bad blood between us. The worst that might happen is you get stuck listening to two old friends catching up on old times. Well, I don't expect you to be a carbon copy of Aja. Just be yourself. You see, it's clear that we share the same hunger to discover what's out there. And that, well, that's what intrigues me about you. I don't know if I deserve to be that close to anyone right now. If you knew about the things that I've done, the way my life's unfolded, I think your opinion of me might change. Please, give me some time. I have to go.
Care for some Aurora?
If you're in need of some extra relaxation today, perhaps I could interest you in a visit to the lounge.
Wish I could, but I can't.
Understandable. In the meantime, please let me know if there's anything else you need.
Ooh, it'll be a shame to leave that behind.
Care for another Chimera? Sure, thanks. And keep on coming. It's been a rough day.
If you're in need of some extra relaxation today, perhaps I could interest you in a visit to the members' lounge?
Wish I could, but I can't speak right now.
Understandable. In the meantime, please let me know if there's anything else you need.
I'll take a wine, please.
Of course. Please enjoy.
Thanks, Micah.
If you wish to relax with some Aurora, I have plenty available. What can I get for you? Anything I can get to help you relax?
Understandable. In the meantime, please let me know if there's anything else
Okay,
you need.
hello. Something you need? Time to go?
Bourbon or whiskey? Please. You got it.
I'll have that ready for you shortly.
Thanks, Micah.
Excuse me?
If you wish to relax with some Aurora, I have plenty available. What can I get for you? If you require any Aurora to enhance your experience, you let me know. Anything I can get to help you relax?
Thanks, Micah.
Care for some Aurora? If you require any Aurora to enhance your experience, you let me know. Anything I can get to help you relax? What can I get for you? Care for some Aurora? If you wish to relax with some Aurora, I have plenty available.
Bourbon or whiskey, please.
I'll have that ready.
Thanks, Micah.
Care for some Aurora?
I'll take a wine, please.
Please enjoy.
Thanks, Micah.
If you require any Aurora to enhance your experience, you let me know.
Care for another Chimera? Sure, thanks. And keep 'em coming. It's been a rough day. If you are in need of some extra relaxation today, perhaps I could interest you in visiting some
If you wish to relax with some Aurora, I have plenty available.
Keep them coming. It's been a rough day.
What can I get for you? Anything I can get to help you relax?
I'll just have a beer for now.
Of course.
Thanks, Micah. Bourbon or whiskey? Please. Got it.
Of course. Come along.
Thanks, Micah.
Care for another Chimera? If you're in need of some extra relaxation, perhaps I'm interested in visits in the Members Lounge. Understandable. In the meantime, please let me know if there's anything else you need.
If you wish to relax with some Aurora, I have plenty available. If you require any Aurora to enhance your experience, you let me know.
I'll just have a beer for now.
Of course. Coming right up.
Thanks, Micah.
Looks like you need to relax.
Excuse me, I don't suppose you're looking for a robotics expert, are you? I have a vested interest in getting out of Neon.
Care for another chimera?
Sure. Thanks, Micah.
I have a good deal of experience with machines, especially robots. I'm also an expert in the manufacture of certain chemical substances. But I guarantee I'll figure out whatever job you give me, even if I've never done it before. I've got a good head on my shoulders.
Understandable.
So much for common courtesy.
Please let me know if there's anything else you need.
Excuse me, I don't suppose you're looking for a robotics expert, are you? You're a real lifesaver, boss. There's just one thing to discuss before I sign on. I won't let it interfere with my duties, but I refuse to give it up while I'm working on your crew. Is that gonna be a problem? Let's call it colony war history. I'm not comfortable saying any more right now. Can't trust anyone these days, you know? Glad to hear it. Thanks for being open-minded. Oh, and don't bother draining your pockets for my salary. I don't really need the money, just the job. That depends. What can you offer? Don't think I'm desperate or anything, but you do have a point. I'm not taking this job for money. I'll work for a dozen rusty credits as long as I'm able to continue my research. So much for common courtesy.
Take it easy. Micah knows how to make a drink.
Find your own spot. This one's taken.
Welcome to Chunks. Please choose your chunks. Thanks for choosing Chunks. Which chunks would you like today? Ugh. Honestly, you're probably better off not thinking about it.
Great. What?
Ugh. All I am legally allowed to say is that our chunks meet all known minimum standards for nutrition. Ugh. Honestly.
be plenty of time for shooting later.
Captain, do you require my assistance?
Need something? Yeah? Buying, selling, or moving? Yeah? Well, then let me spell it out for you. You either walked into the TA to buy some goods, sell some goods, or have some liberated goods taken off your hands for a reasonable price. So, instead of wasting my time making me explain how the business world works, let's get a move on. Now that's what I'm talking about. We both want to make some money, so what'll it be? Well, first of all, the outpost in Neon is hardly anything to be worried about. They have, what, like 4 men covering the entire city? Come on! And even if one of them got, I don't know, suddenly ambitious and put the heat on us, well, there are 2 ways to solve that problem. One way is to leave an unattended cred stick on the counter. The other is to give Sayoka a call. Either way, it's business for us as usual. If you got the money, or the goods, all right, buzz off. I'm busy.
Interesting. See? I told you. Look at this place. Ridiculous, right?
Why would someone open a mining supplies business on an ocean planet?
Exactly. I can't believe this place is still open. I give it a few more months before this loser packs it in.
Ah, don't be such a jerk. We should look around and see if there's something we can buy.
Yeah, sure. You want to waste your credits? You go right ahead. A mining business on an ocean world. Brilliant.
I actually feel bad for the owner. Hope this place stays open.
Take it easy.
What's up?
Welcome. Welcome, my friend. It's been a long time since I've seen a new face. Isn't it obvious, my friend? I sell mining supplies of all shapes and sizes, as well as many, many hard-to-find types of ore. Everything I sell is carefully portioned, securely crated, and ready to be delivered right into the cargo hold of your ship. The first time I'd laid eyes on this building, I felt the same way. You see, when I opened this shop, I had grand ambitions of creating a mining supply empire on Volai. Yet here I am, only a few years later, pockets empty, and my business on the verge of closure. It is a sad day. I don't know, my friend. I suppose I would be at Neon's mercy. Just another failed dreamer, walking the streets and living in a sleep crate. That would be a blessing, my friend, but I wouldn't want to impose. You would do that for a total stranger? Bless you, my friend. Bless you. I've come up with an idea that I'm hoping will generate a lot of interest in my business, and you were the final element that was missing. If you could bring these flyers to some of the other vendors in Neon, it would explain how we can improve our businesses as a group. Wonderful. Simply wonderful. You have no idea the weight you have lifted from my shoulders. I appreciate your help. If there's anything I can do, anything at all, please, let me know. Certainly, my friend. Please let me know when those flyers have been handed out.
Wouldn't expect too much help from local security. Best to just look out for yourself. If you're here to report a crime, take it to local security. They handle that stuff. Well, couldn't hurt. Word of advice. Enjoy the city, but know your limits. Trouble's waiting around every corner, and the law won't protect you the way it does in other places. Guess I'm not telling you anything you don't already know then. There's something else you need? Nah, I've got friends in high places, so to speak. I'm the son of a Ryujin Industries executive. Maybe you've heard of her? Name's Alexis Price. There's a sort of fragile peace here in Neon. It's better for everyone if the syndicates and the corporations coexist with minimum friction. Believe it or not, yeah, it was. My mother's an executive with Ryujin, so I grew up here. I volunteered for this post as much to keep the other Rangers out of trouble as any other reason. If some hotshot rookie took this job and started flashing the badge everywhere, it wouldn't end well. Later.
word is the Borealis, you know, the DJ, well, she's moping around because she lost something important.
I'd rather not get mixed up with the syndicate or gang stuff.
Yeah, Ellen told me not to worry about it.
Oh yeah. Boost packs. Got those too.
He's telling them it's okay to blackmail us. It's ridiculous.
It's the way things are, Jay.
All right.
There's nothing we can do about it.
If you have a bit of...
Welcome to Newell's. If you're looking for any specific goods, Rosa and I guarantee we'll beat Sieghart's lousy selection every time. Sieghart's Outfitters? Oh, come on. You don't have to pretend you haven't been to his poor excuse for a store off of Bayou Plaza. Rosa Newell is my wife. We own this place together. I understand that. But when you're dealing with a snake like Siegert, normal commerce practices go right out the window. That man has absolutely no respect for the business community on Neon. He skips merchant meetings and refuses to participate in any of our group buys. Worst of all, he pays off Neon's security to keep his place safe. A lot of the merchants in Neon belong to a small merchants alliance. It's nothing formal. It's just a bunch of us getting together to air our grievances and watch each other's backs. By standing up to the lowlifes who come in here expecting me to just hand over all of my money, I refuse to be run out of business or be forced to pay protection. Everyone has a choice. Some are simply more difficult than others. The only way to fight Neon security is if all the merchants unify and push back on these unreasonable rules. Anyway, sorry. I know I can get a little intense about these things. If you'll forgive the outburst and have a look around, I'm sure you'll find something you might want to buy. Here, let me see that. Oh. Not a bad idea. You might be onto something here. Thanks for bringing this to me. I arrived in Neon almost, 20 years ago? I had gotten a job at Xenofresh through a friend and started working on the loading docks. After a few years, they moved me up to Kazanbass processing, and that's where I met Rosa for the first time. She was my supervisor. But we hit it off right away. It wasn't long before we decided to quit Xenofresh, get married, and start our own business. We've been in love ever since. I'd say the majority of the guards are rotten, and the few who aren't simply take a paycheck and look the other way. They have Neon completely under their control. The Freestar Collective's own security doesn't even maintain a presence here. If it wasn't for the Freestar Rangers outpost, there wouldn't be a shred of justice in this entire city. Oh. Okay. Yeah. That'd be extremely helpful. I honestly don't know what to say. Yes, of course. On behalf of Rosa and I, thank you. Just be careful when you're dealing with Siegert. He can be surprisingly unreasonable when he's cornered. The first time I brought up the subject, we got into a huge argument. Siegert said he had every intention of paying Neon security and that it was final. After that, I tried to speak to him a few times, but he's always been too busy to spend the time to sit down and have a decent conversation. It's obvious he has no intentions of talking to me anymore. I honestly don't know what I did to make him so angry with me. Best deals in town. I had to chase more zone heads out of here today. I don't think they even knew what planet they were on.
Welcome to Newell's. Let me know if you need help with anything. Oh my, do I? That's awful. I should be taking better care of my customers. You'll have to excuse me. With all the ruckus my husband's been making at the Merchant Alliance meetings, it's difficult to get any rest. Poor old man has himself mixed up in a foolish crusade against Dietrich Sieghart, who he's angry at for paying off Neon security. I don't believe he is, no. I think my husband has Dietrich all wrong. He's probably doing what he has to do to survive. Just, please don't tell James I said that. I don't want him to think his own wife is doubting him. Well, thank you. I can't remember the last time a total stranger walked into our store and offered to help. It would be so lovely to see my James happy again. He used to smile at me all the time, you know. Now all I see is worry on his face. I suppose you can speak with him about it if you like. But perhaps you'd like to browse our store a bit before you do? Now, James, I don't want you to get upset, but Administrator Bayou came by while you were out.
Oh, yeah? His Majesty decided to come down from his throne and walk amongst us.
Hey there, friend. Need something? Equipment, accessories, all your hectic satisfy your creep. Package food, because everything you heard is true specs. Brand those two places. Don't even bother with the system place. Newell's goods. We have everything you possibly proprietary mix of alcohol. So come on in to the brand and find out. Hey there, friend. Need something? Newell's Goods has a full line of equipment and accessories for all your hectic pop on into the biggest records. Satisfy your lamps. Oh yeah, those specs because everything you've heard is true. Don't even bother with the only place on the side. Newell's Goods. We have everything you possibly want. That's right. A proprietary mix of alcohols and so come on in to the brand. Hey there, friend. Need something? Newell's Goods has a full line of equipment and
How are things going?
all your hectic needs. Packaged food? Check. First lamps? We share. Specs? Those two brands liquors. Don't even bother with Newell's Goods. We have everything you heard is true. Possibly brand the only place on the
I've been trying to exercise more and eat healthier, but I feel like it helped if I had a couple of cheat meals.
Hey there, proprietary mix of Newell's Goods has a full line of equipment and accessories. Come on in, brand and find out. Packaged food? Check. Euro lamps? Oh yeah. Those specs? Got those too. First, don't even bother with bullshit on the others. So Newell's Goods, we have everything satisfy your possibly wants and curiosity. Because everything you've heard is true. The Grand is the only place on the hey there with the civil system. Need something? Newell's Goods has a full line of equipment and accessories for all your hectic needs. Packaged food? Check. Euro lamps? So come on in to those brands and find out. Don't even bother with Newell's Goods. We have everything.
This will take years of your life, wouldn't you? I had some once and was sick for a week.
Hey there, friend. Because everything you've heard is Newell's Goods has a brand the only place on the or in all of the settled systems you can get plain. That's right. Oh yeah, proprietary. Got those too. So don't even bother with that other place. Newell's Goods.
years of your life are coming up.
Oh yeah. Boost packs. Got those too. So don't even bother with that other place. Newell's Goods. We have everything you can get. Plan. That's right. Plan. Our proprietary mix of alcohols and hey there, Brad. Need something? Newell's Goods has a full line of equipment and accessories for all your hectic needs. Packaged food, check. Thirsty?
Over galactic, old boy. When it comes to ship design,
Satisfy your cravings. Newell's Goods. We have everything you could possibly want. That's right. Hey there, Plan. Our proprietary mix of alcohols and so come on in to the brand. Check. Euro amps? Oh yeah. Boost packs. Got those too. So don't even bother with that other place. Newell's Goods. We have everything you should want. So pop on in to the
Drink
brand.
nothing but Caribou and for all nights for a week to finish them.
Good for you. Everything you've heard is true. Hey there, friend. Need something? Newell's Goods has a full line of equipment and accessories for all your hackers, right?
No. I like the terrible uniform so much. I might actually risk it just to you.
sounds like a bad idea.
Newell's Goods. We have everything you could possibly want.
Prices on raw materials have really dropped.
Satisfy your cravings and your curiosity. Because everything you've heard is true. Equipment and accessories for all your hectic needs. Packaged food? Check. Euro amps? Oh yeah. Boost packs. Our proprietary mix of alcohol.
I didn't fight the war.
So come on in to the brands and find out. Hey there, friend. Need something?
I hear Geppetto has started with the real robots.
Satisfy your cravings and your curiosity. Because everything you've heard is true. The brands actually place on those too. So don't even bother with that other place. Newell's Goods. We have everything you could possibly want. So come on in to the brands and find out.
I want one of the hats. Maybe a jacket. And some stock.
Newell's Goods has a full line of equipment and accessories for all your hectic needs. Packaged food, check. Satisfy your cravings and curiosity. Because everything you've heard is true. The Grand is the only place around here. We have everything you could possibly want. Plan. That's right. Plan. Our proprietary mix of hey there, friend.
This is awesome.
So come on in to the brand and find out. Boost packs. Got those too. So don't even bother with that other place. Newell's Goods. We have everything you. Because everything you heard is true. The Grand is the only place on Neon or in all of the settled systems where you can get plan. That's right. Hey there, friend. Need something? Newell's Goods has a full line of equipment and accessories for all your hectic needs. Packaged food? Check. Euro amps?
What do you fly? A Deimos? They basically stole all their tech from Nova.
We have everything you could possibly want. Because everything you've heard is true.
That means
Brand is the only place on Neon or in all of the settled systems where you can get plan. That's right. Packaged proprietary check. Euro amps? accessories for all your acting needs. Packaged food, check. Plan. That's right. Plan. Our proprietary mix of alcohols and Newell's goods. We have everything you could possibly want.
Another planet.
Come along, this is suspicious. We still have a long way to go.
It just gives me hope for what comes next. Maybe our future will be just as bright.
Thirsty. Of course you do. So pop on the
No, really, that's I've been saying it wrong this whole time.
check. Euro lamps? Oh yeah. Boost packs. Got those too. Don't even bother with Plan. That's right. Plan. Our proprietary mix of alcohols and
Tell you, coffee is the only thing that gets me through the day. And being lost without terror.
Hey there, friend. Need something? Newell's Goods has a full line of equipment and accessories for all your acting thirsty. Of course you would. So pop on into the brand's liquor. Satisfy your curiosity. Don't even bother with because everything is Newell's Goods. We have everything you could possibly want. Plan. That's right. Plan. Our proprietary mix of alcohols and, well, Newell's Goods has a little line of it. So come on in to the brand your acting needs. Packaged food? Check. Euro lamps? Oh yeah. Boost packs? Got those too. So don't even bother with So pop on into the brand's liquors and satisfy your cravings and your curiosity. Because everything you've heard is true. The brand is the only place. Hey there, friend. Need something? Newell's Goods has a full line of equipment and accessories for all your acting needs. Proprietary mix of alcohols and you like to know. So come on in to the brand and find out. Don't even bother with that other place. Newell's Goods. We have everything you could possibly want. So pop on into the brand's liquors and satisfy your cravings and your curiosity. Because everything you've heard is true. Line of equipment and accessories for all your acting needs. Packaged food? Check. Euro lamps? Oh yeah. Boost packs. Proprietary mix of alcohols and don't even bother with
It's been a pretty
So
good
come
year.
on into the brand and find out.
Just have been a day that reflects the world with
Hey there, friend. Need something? Satisfy your cravings.
What the thing is brother that hiring us?
Because everything you've heard is true. Brand is the only place on the interwebs. Oh yeah. Boost packs. Got those too. So don't even bother with that other price. Newell's Goods. We have everything you could possibly want. So come on in to the brands and find out. Hey there, friend. Need something? Newell's Goods has a full line of equipment and accessories for all your acting needs. Packaged food? Satisfy your curiosity and your curiosity. Because everything you've heard is true. The brand is the only place on the earth. Newell's Goods. We have everything you could possibly want. A proprietary mix of alcohols and
I read an article about the all chunks diet. I'm gonna try it out for myself.
Packaged food? Check. Euro lamps? Oh yeah. Boost packs? Got those too. So don't even bother with that other place. Newell's Goods.
I'm gonna drink nothing but
Because everything you've heard is true. The Grand is the only place on the yacht or in all of the seven systems you can get. Plan. That's right. Plan. Hey there, friend.
It's intuition and gut matters more.
I think it depends on the molecule. And the region is just another word for old. Thirsty.
Yeah, Owen told me not to worry about it. Well, there you go. Business as usual.
A proprietary mix of alcohols Duel's Goods has a full line of equipment and accessories for all your hectic needs. Packaged food? Check. Arrow lamps? Oh yeah. Boost packs? Got those too. Don't even bother with thirsty. Of course you would. So pop on into Grand's Liquors and satisfy your cravings. Hey there, friend. Need
I've been seeing a therapist, and that's helped a lot.
That's right. A proprietary mix of alcohols don't even bother with that other place. Newell's Goods. We have everything you could possibly want. Thirsty? Of course you would. So pop on into Grand's Liquors and satisfy your cravings. Hate the curiosity. They have everything you need for this trip. Newell's Goods has a full line of equipment and accessories for all your hectic needs. Packaged food? That's right. Arrow lamps? Proprietary mix of packs? Got those too. So don't even bother with it. So come on in. Newell's Goods. We have everything you could possibly want. Hey there, friend. Need something? Newell's Goods has a full line of equipment and accessories for all your hectic needs. Packaged food? Check.
Those pants with that shirt, it's a tragic.